Hi pals, welcome to my channel. My name's Julz and I'm a Scottish Highlander on a budget. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me on yet another video. I really do appreciate it. If I could just ask you all to just double check that you are subscribed if you think you are. And if you have been watching my videos and like what I do, then if you haven't yet subscribed, I would really appreciate it. The reason I'm asking is I do have a giveaway at 1,500. I'm not quite there yet, not far off, I'm not quite there yet, so I would appreciate just a wee subscribe. And if you do subscribe, just make sure you watch my video, at least one video, to keep that subscription for a little while. But I do know that YouTube will kick you off if you haven't watched. Either watch videos for a long time or if you subscribe and don't watch a video. But that's all by the by. I just really want to do this giveaway. I've got some lovely gifts. No, I haven't, not gifts. I've got lovely things coming in from ladies. I am buying them. They are not gifted to me. But from some lovely Etsy stores. So if you have a new Etsy store, or if you have a substantial Etsy store, what's the word? You know what I mean. But an Etsy store that's already running, however, you maybe have something that you love but doesn't really sell well, let me know. As long as it's within my budget, I've got a budget to do for this giveaway. As long as it's within my budget, I will see what I can do to promote that for you. I'm buying things. I am not looking for anything to be gifted to me to gift back out to anybody. I am purchasing these items, so please don't think I'm asking anybody to give me anything. I want to look at your stores and buy something from them. Don't know why I felt I had to explain all that, but yeah, that's the plan anyway. So when I get to 1,500 subscribers, not too far away, I am over 1,400, so we're kind of go close by. But yeah, so I've got some bits and bobs ready for that. My planners have all sold out again, but I have a new shipment coming next week, the week after, I'm not quite sure, because we're having trouble with delivery up to where I live. The courier service are having to pass it on to another courier service, and the courier services up here can be a bit hit or miss. You can get really good ones, and then yeah, and then sometimes because we have such a huge area where I live, they might do me on a Tuesday and then they might go to another area on the Thursday, so then I have to wait then, you know, to get my parcel, if that makes sense. But yeah, so a new shipment of planners are on the way. Again, you can buy direct from me. Just give me a message either on Instagram, or there's an email address hopefully linked to my account. If not, I will link it, and it'll be in the little blurb underneath my my name. And you can email me, or you can buy it. I'll put it back on Etsy once it is has been shipped, so then it is ready to as soon as I get your order, I can ship it out to you that way. Yeah, I'm digressing. This is supposed to be a cash stuffing video and we're already 3 minutes in. But before I get going, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a mention. I'm going to do it just on one video a week because I am forgetting to do it, and I want to be able to shout out to people and other channels that I am watching and loving, and people that have supported me and right from the start of my journey and things like that. So yeah, I want to be able to do that, and I feel like just doing it with one video a week, there's more chance of me remembering. So today I want to shout out Endless Budgets and Designs. Now they've rebranded, and they used to be known as Budget With Us UK. So if you haven't seen them, please go over. It's a mother and daughter team, so Louise and Alex. They are lovely ladies, so helpful anytime you speak to them. They've also got an Etsy store with some lovely bits on, and you know, sometimes you get a video from Louise, sometimes you get a video from Alex, and it's lovely. It's really nice to see the two slightly different ways of budgeting. Obviously they've got different money and things like that, so it's very interesting rather than just having like one person constantly, so that is nice. So that is Endless Budgets and Designs. And then I also want to give a bit of a shout out to, now apologies if I'm not saying this correctly, is Sadia's Finances. Absolutely lovely girl, very supportive of everybody on YouTube. She has her own channel obviously, so, and she's also on Instagram, so go and say hi to her, and then make sure you like and subscribe and watch some of her videos also. And then we also have Simple Budgets, again another very supportive person on Instagram and YouTube, and I said that really badly. It's on YouTube as well. Oh, bear with me. I composed myself. Yeah, so simple budgets. So that's my 3 for this week. So we have simple budgets, Sadia's, apologies if I'm saying that wrong, finances, and endless budgets and designs, formally budget with us. So that is my shout out. Right, crack on. I've blethered enough. This is why I shouldn't live alone, because when I get talking, I can't stop. 5 minutes in and we haven't even started cash stuffing. So this is what we're going to be cash stuffing today. I've got my money in my purse. I haven't taken my receipts out yet because I'm not that organised. Let's just do that now. I need to scan these all on the different places that I scan them. So if you have Amazon shopper panel, remember we have to get the 10 receipts in by the end of the month. Where did I put the money? Oh, it's in the back here. Okay, so we are going to be stuffing these sinking funds, stuffing these cash envelopes, and doing a couple of challenges, but we'll pop this over to the side just now. I think we have £210 here. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 2, 25, 210. Now these notes are all going to annoy me because they're upside down, so I do apologise. Should have been more organised. I absolutely hate these notes, these Clydesdale Bank ones. They're horrible. And they're all Clydesdale. Just the £5 ones I don't like. I don't mind any of the rest of them. Because that's a Clydesdale one, that's alright. I always think it must be weird for people that use English notes. People in England, obviously. When you just have the one sort of set of notes. It must be weird, because obviously we can spend these notes in England. But it must be a bit strange if you do get handed one. You'd be thinking, oh, Monopoly money. Because that's 3 different types of £20 note there that I have. Anyway, we're used to it. It's funny how you just automatically, you're used to it. It doesn't bother you. It's £210. Let's start with the purse. So we have, first out of the bag is groceries, which will get 35. And that is just for me. I am no longer buying anything for Piper. No, I'm not joking. Piper has her own envelope now. So I had to borrow £5 out of this because I had to buy something for somebody and then they didn't give me the change back. So she actually has £20 in her envelope now, a 10 and 2 5s, but £5 of that will get put back in on Monday. Fuel is 65. My spending is the usual 5. I feel like this is very boring, but it works for me, and I really do think if you find something that works for you, whether you think it's boring, whether you think it's monotonous, whether you you think nobody else will be interested, if it works for you, don't change it just for somebody else's view, because it's really not worth it. I'm going to put £5 into work spending because I only have one day to date this week with going out for any chance I'm going to spend that money with a client this week. I might go over a little bit, but I'll just take some change from the groceries like I did this week. That'll be fine. Etsy postage I'm not going to stuff because I'm going to use the Hyperjar card at the counter. I'm finding that's working, and I'll just keep that there for sort of emergencies. Planned spending, I have nothing planned, and that is my change. So that's the purse done. And then we are going to flip over the book just so that I know what I'm doing, and we'll go into our long-term and variable binder. So car insurance is going to get 10. So we have 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 410, 420, 430, 440. So that's coming along lovely. this envelope needs redoing. The envelopes don't last forever, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, they do split. The more money you put in them and things like that. Sometimes you can relaminate them, just pop them through a laminator and they'll reseal depending on what they are, but they're not really built for lots and lots of notes, so they do split occasionally. So £5 going into car tax, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120 in there, and I need 180, so again that's pretty close by. Need that for July, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. My birthday is fully funded. My birthday is in February, so 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, and that is just there to try and combat me impulse spending on anything. There's nothing in my head that I want apart from sort of furniture-y things, which I have a budget for, a separate budget for, so I'm kind of hoping I don't have to spend that, but it's there if I do, and I'm going to treat myself to a coffee with that because a lovely lady gave me money for that, and that is a definite plan. My boyfriend's birthday is in December, so it's not going to get anything. I haven't yet taken, I'm going to do a cash condensing and cash shuffling about a little bit, so I haven't yet taken the 200 out of there, but I will be taking it out and putting it in the Bank of Mum, so that will be sitting with 1,000 in there for the moment, and then it'll go in here. But at the minute we have Bank of Mum, which is going to get 10. So we've 605, 10, 20, 30, 40, 645 in there. And I'm going to get that up to 1,000, and then I'm going to start a car maintenance fund instead of the Bank of Mum, so that I have money to, and it'll probably still go to my mum because it's just easier for my dad to dip in and out of it if he needs to buy things that he has to do for the car. £5 going to vet fund, so I have 200, 300, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 380. Not enough for any sort of major treatments, but at the minute she's fine. She's got to go and get a checkup, a yearly checkup, so hopefully I think they might tell us she's a bit heavy, but she's so muscly as well, so we'll see how that goes. But at the minute, £5 every week, and then I know that she will be okay for the rest of her life. I will just forever put £5 away. Let's go into our midterm now. Not much going into this one. So house isn't getting anything, but we have, again, this envelope needs redoing. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, and I think I'm going to use this towards wallpaper. Furniture has got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. So that'll just be for bits and bobs once I get going. But I mean, I've just bought the big piece of furniture, so I'm happy with that. Dog grooming isn't getting anything just now, and it has 25. She will need a haircut pretty soon, actually. She's grown quite quickly, so I'm going to have to start stuffing that. Clothing isn't going to get anything, and it has 25. I don't need anything, so there's absolutely no point in stuffing it because that just gives me leeway to spend it. Beauty is going to get 10. I'll give it 2 5s. So we have 20, 10, 20, 25, 30 in there now. And I need 30, I don't need 35, but £30 does my nails, and I'll leave a £5 tip. I do have a voucher, but I'm going to wait and use that when I'm struggling, or either when my nail tech has a lot of clients and doesn't need, because I feel bad. Although she gave me it, but yeah. And then I've got my loyalty card, which I'm excited to have. Weekend away. Now, we're more than likely not going for a weekend away for my birthday, just the way things are turning out. But my mum and I were talking, and we are going to do a spa day probably in March. Just the way things are, everybody seems to be busy the week that I have off. I am going out with a couple of friends for lunch, but with my boyfriend working for a school, he can't take time off in the year, so you know, he has to take it in the school holidays, so he can't really have time off. He might take me for lunch one day, I don't know. And then one of the weekends that I'm off on my annual leave, we have a birthday party, a 60th birthday party to attend. So yeah, probably not going to go away, but we still have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, and that can just be reallocated somewhere else if we don't go away, or I can just leave it for the spa weekend with my mum. So, you know, I'll think about that when nearer the time comes. Gifts isn't getting anything. We have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35 in there. I will probably have to get a gift for the birthday party we're going to, obviously. And then we'll have birthdays in March. So 25 in treats. Again, not getting anything, not needed. Electric scares me so much at the moment, but we're going to put 25 into electric because it just, I'm trying to keep my heating on low, but it's just, I can't, you know, as soon as you put the washing machine on, I'm not really using the tumble dryer, but as soon as you put the washing machine on, and then when you put the washing out to dry, you do have to turn your heating up a little bit to get that dry. I do put it in the bathroom and shut the door, so it's like a warmer room. But yeah, it's just, ugh. So that now has 45 in there. I do have some electric at the minute, but it won't last me until the next voucher comes in. So, bleh. And then eating out is going to get 5, which means there's 10 in there. That is that one. And then we have £20 left, which is going to go to the challenges. So we're just going to straight on in and put into me time. So £10 in there, which gives me 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. So that is almost halfway. £10. So I've got two 20s there, so I am going to have to either budget a 20 or a 3 20s actually, or just put a score through a half, which is probably what I will do. But we'll see how money goes in February. And then the last one is the one in our February book. So we're on to our lovely love bugs. So we've got £10 into there, which we'll just score off these coffee and cake and a wee card. That sounds nice. That's all I would like for my Valentine's Day, and I probably won't even get that. We don't really do Valentine's. It is a bit commercial, isn't it? You shouldn't have to pick a day in the year to tell somebody you love them, but sometimes it's nice. With my birthday being in February, it's not so much for me, but you know, like if somebody have to wait for their birthday and things like that, it's nice to get a little gift in the year just for being you. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. So that is us started that savings challenge. I'm 20 minutes in almost. But that is this. That's our cash stuffing done for another week into February. I can't believe it. Just time goes so fast. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you have had a lovely weekend. Today is Sunday, but I'm probably going to post this Monday. I am going to do another quick video just to close out my month. So closing out my sinking funds and my savings trackers, and just doing my monthly reflection as well. But I will do that in a separate video. So I hope you have a great day. Bye.